I have to call out something that I've been seeing happening in New Orleans that I believe is happening in other major cities as well. So recently, a couple of local content creators get called into the same restaurant, right? It happens all the time. Now, these content creators shared their experience as being great. And I hope that's the case for them genuinely, because if that is not the truth, then that means that they are lying to us. And the reason why I say this is because I went to this same restaurant on my own accord, and I did not have that experience. The service was awful. The atmosphere was awkward. The food was somehow even worse. And the worst part is that I went there on a special occasion. This restaurant in particular, I will not name, but I did walk out and said specifically, this restaurant is going to be closed within the next year. And this is not something that I wish upon anyone. And this is just me, as someone that has been doing this for over 10 years, calling out from my perspective what I believe will happen, especially in a city like New Orleans where there are so many good food options that if you have a place that is mediocre or below, the reality is they're not going to last. And by the way, this is not about content creators going somewhere and having a bad or experience and then pushing it to people as if it were something that is really good simply because they are being hosted, paid, or both. That is something that is very common. That is not what this is about. And I am also not saying that this is the case for what I am specifically referencing. My issue is when you have a restaurant that starts hosting a lot of local content creators, either two things are happening for the most part. One, there's a promotional thing being involved and they really want to push it, or the restaurant's just opening. Or two, that restaurant is on its last legs and this is like their last gasp to fucking make something happen before they go out of business. This shit happens all the time and it really fucking irritates me, and it's getting to a point where I am noticing a trend and I haven't seen anybody really talking about it. So I felt the need to point it out. I am hoping that I am wrong in this case when it comes to this specific restaurant in New Orleans. I don't think I am, but even if I am, my point still stands.
And this pisses me off because as someone who enjoys going out to a restaurant and having a good meal, this shows that there are owners and management and operations out there that have their heads in the wrong places. And instead of focusing on how they can make the restaurant better or what are the pain points, why are we failing, what can we do to improve, they are just grabbing content creators and throwing them out there and hoping that their audience will somehow save them. And that's just the wrong fucking way to be handling any of this. So my whole point is this: if you're a restaurant owner, operator, whatever, your job is really fucking hard, but focus on your restaurant. And if it's good, people are going to come in, because if you invite these content creators and your restaurant fucking sucks and then they get their audience to come in and then they have a bad experience, guess what? You're still going to go under anyways. Sorry, that's just reality. And also, if you're taking in a lot of content and you're going to restaurants based off of those recommendations from content creators, if you start to see a lot of content creators going to the same restaurant, it's not for some special event or something like that, I would be cautious. I'm just saying, think about it. And for the content creators out there that cover food, drink, whatever, I would also encourage you to ask yourself, why is this place reaching out to me? And are they just using me to peddle something that I don't necessarily believe in or might not even think is all that good?